Middle School. I'm Denise McConnell, a reporter and anchor with NBC 10, along with photographer Jason Ryan here, and we watch Patriot News.
Morning, Penwood, and welcome to yet another episode of the critically acclaimed, the much beloved,
world-renowned,
#1 rated news program on the entire internet, Patriot News. That's right, brought to you by myself, Mr. Smythe, your favorite educator and founder, CEO of Patriot News. And with me, as always, is my slightly smaller, slightly less charismatic assistant, Mr. Kuhn.
That's right, Patriotville just called me Disney World, who brought George Lucas back into the light. It's good to be with you, as always, especially on Fridays.
Terrible intro. We did that gig last week. It's not Star Wars week. Get over it. We got some big stuff, some important information coming to you today about Penwood Middle School and about everything that's going on. Some really exciting stuff. And we have our last of the first round, our last competition in the first round of the Penwood Challenge, which is gearing up to be the best of all the rounds that we've had thus far of the Penwood Challenge, which is tough to beat after last week's exciting matchup.
The bar has been set extremely high.
Yeah.
And it's set higher and higher each time.
Yeah.
I don't know that it can go any higher.
I don't know either, but the people have spoken. Everyone out there in Patriotville has spoken and requested a very special matchup, and we're happy to bring that to you today. So more on that in a minute, but first we have to start off with some information about today. Today is Friday, May 8th, 2020, and there are how many days left in the school year, Mr. Kuhn?
As a math teacher, I can just rattle that right off on the top of my head and tell you that there are 29 days left in the school year.
29 days between now and the end of the year for our Penwood Patriots this year. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see each other in person at school before that time is up, but we're still learning, we're still growing together as best we can. For that, I am very grateful, which is connected to today's word of the day, which is
gratitude. Gratitude is the quality of being thankful. It's a readiness to show appreciation for or even return kindness that's already been paid forward to you. And now your gratitude is a way that you're going to share that with people and show how appreciative you are of something that they have done for you.
Excellent. And I'd like to show my gratitude for the fact that we're still able to do Patriot News, even though we're facing a lot of challenges together nowadays and we're unable to meet in school and go to the Patriot News studio. I have a lot of gratitude for still being able to do news, and to show that gratitude, I'd like to give the people what they want out there in Patriotville and let you know, Mr. Kuhn, that this will be your final episode of Patriot News, as we're replacing you with a far superior co-host, your son. That's why he's here today. Congratulations to him on being the very next co-host of Patriot News.
You gonna wave to him? Wave. Well, I would like to say that I'm irreplaceable, but obviously you've picked a younger, more handsomer, and capable individual than myself. So
that's right.
Congratulations.
That's right. We look forward to next week's Patriot News, where we're debuting our new co-anchor. Yes, we have two general Penwood Middle School announcements today. First up, Miss Guy, who is a master seamstress and inventor, has put together a number of masks that she's willing to donate free of charge to anyone who is in need. So these are special kind of cloth masks that you can wear if you're going outside the house, if you're going to a store to get some essential goods, things like that. as we all know, we're supposed to be wearing masks, and we're required to wear masks in certain businesses and stores and such. So if you are in need of a mask, please contact Miss Guy via email or reach out to the Patriot News team. We'll put you in contact with her. She has those masks, and she's willing to donate them. So that's fantastic. Shout out to Miss Guy for being a team player and helping folks out when they're in need. Mr. Kuhn, how do you feel about the new house icons for next year? How do you feel about the new schedule?
Good.
Excellent. Excellent. You're already vastly superior than old Mr. Kuhn. Thank you. Great job. So that's the news that we have for Penwood Middle School today. Make sure you check out the voting for the house icons.
I want to show my appreciation to my homeschool teacher, my dad, by giving him his job back.
That is a great example of gratitude, new Mr. Kuhn, and I will allow it only because you're using or you're exemplifying this week's word of the day, or today's word of the day, and also because it is Teacher Appreciation Week. And technically, I guess Mr. Kuhn, old Mr. Kuhn, is a teacher. So that's right. This week is Teacher Appreciation Week, and we're very excited to bring you a special segment honoring our amazing teachers and staff members here at the William Penn School District, not just at Penwood Middle School. And we were able to get some feedback on how great they are and put a little video together to shout out our teachers and staff members during this Teacher Appreciation Week. So let's take a look.
The William Penn School District
is a great place to grow and learn.
The key to our district's success
is the passion and dedication
of our teachers.
But I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains. We gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. The silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like
Despite the temporary changes,
we are all experienced to our way of life.
Our teachers and the staff
have stepped up
to ensure our students get the education they need.
We know that someday soon we will overcome these challenges.
As we always do.
And when that day comes,
we will be back to eating lunch together,
playing together at recess,
making amazing art,
gym class,
athletic competition,
sharing great books with one another,
solving math problems together,
working through the scientific method together,
discussing our collective history with one another,
and of course, watching Patriot News together.
Until that day comes,
we want to thank our teachers
for all they have done
and all they continue to do.
We will see you soon, Patriots.
I'll tell you, it feels good to be back. That is some showing of gratitude to give me my position back. I'm the president, so I hire and fire everybody. It's just a formality. However, one thing that's not a formality is the importance of the Fast Five, as we've come to label them, and how we can significantly decrease the spread of COVID-19. Take a look.
Ramblers in the wilderness, we can't find what we need. We get a little restless from search and get a little worn down in between. Like a bull chasing the matadors, a man left to his own schemes. Everybody needs someone beside him, shining like a lighthouse from the sea. Brother, let me be your shelter.
Now we take a look at one of our most popular weekly updates here at Patriot News, and that is Keeping It Real with Mr. Hill.
Let me start this by saying copying and pasting is not okay. But if you're gonna copy and paste, at least change the font so they're all the same so it looks like you typed it.
And now we shift gears to our sister network here at the Patriot News Network, EPSM.
It's time for your favorite show, my favorite show, and the world's favorite show, the Penwood Challenge.
That's right. It has quickly become, as we cover every week, the most exciting sporting event in the world, the Penwood Challenge. And today we have our final matchup for the first round. So if we take a look at the bracket, we have individuals and teams who have moved to the next round. And the winner of today's matchup will be the final individual who moves to the semifinals. So starting next week, we will begin the semifinals round and keep going throughout the bracket until we have a champion of the Penwood Challenge. This week, we have a extremely contentious matchup. We have two competitors who have
fierce
competitors who won. The members of Patriotville, all the folks out there, when we said, hey, who do you guys want to see go head-to-head in the Penwood Challenge? These two were the most requested. Everybody wants to see them go head-to-head. We're really excited about it, and I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Let's just get to who these two individuals are, and for that, we head to the tail of the team.
Our next competitor has won the Smartest Human Being in the Room award 3,900 years in a row. He's been known to just wander the earth seeking out wisdom and showing gratitude. This individual stumbled into Penwood Middle School, and we can't get him to leave. He will not exit the doors. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You all know who I'm talking to. It's the person you go to when you have a question that can't be answered. None other than Dr. Matthew, the Wise One, Leonard.
Our next challenger is someone who needs no introduction anywhere in the William Penn School District. Someone who's worked at Penwood Middle School for a long time. Most would say far too long. Coming in at an impressive 5'9" tall and an embarrassing 450 pounds. A man who is loved by few and hated by many. Very arrogant, very feeling and emotionless. Warren, I don't feel feelings, Denenza! Welcome to yet another episode. Actually, this is our final segment of the first round of the Penwood Challenge. We have our final two contestants with us as they have been introduced. You have Mr. Denenza and Dr. Lab. So, these two have been talking a lot of heat. This is definitely our most passionate and competitive part of the first round. Gentlemen, welcome. Welcome, and thank you for participating in the Penwood Challenge. With me, as always, is my co-host, Mr. Kuhn.
That's right. It's great to be here, and this is definitely our most contested of all of our first round competitions. This is our most contested, and the most conversation has been had specifically between our contestants about this round.
Yes, there's been a lot of trash talking. Also, this was the most requested matchup of the first round. So, gentlemen, just to recap, both of you will get the same 5 trivia questions. One of you will be placed in the waiting room as the other is answering their questions so they can hear. The individual that gets the most correct answers will move to the semifinals and then ultimately to the final round and be crowned champion.
I'm taking him down. I know. My posse ready.
You're not going to be Hershey Park happy after this, Dr. Lamons.
He's even taking his shirt off. He said he don't want none of me.
Look at this. It's a before and after picture.
He said he don't want none of me. You don't want none of me.
That's
my heavy.
That was actually Dr. Lamons before the quarantine.
The trivia category for this round for you two gentlemen is movie and television principles. As you are both principals, there will be trivia questions related to television and movie principles, famous principles from TVs and movies. What's your level of confidence given the category?
I mean, I feel extremely confident if you give me anything in the last 25 years, because Dr. Lamons only makes references from very old television shows and movies. So I should be good.
Okay. And Dr. Lamons, what would you say is your level of confidence given the trivia category?
That's my confidence.
All right, excellent.
We're going to say hi. I felt like that was high.
All right.
I wish you would have went for a Rocky 3 pain. Like just a look in the screen.
I wish
My
you
prediction is pain.
All right. We're going to go alphabetical. Oh, my God. We're going to go alphabetical. So, Dr. Lamons, we will be putting you in the waiting room, and we're going to start with Mr. Denenza. We'll bring you back when he is finished.
I think he should just win by default.
He's bringing the energy, that's for sure.
Oh, my God. I'm literally crying.
He's the hype man. I don't know if you've seen him in his department meetings today, but he was the hype man for every meeting.
Oh, my God. All right, Mr. Denenza.
He'll be asleep by 5:30.
First question. Principal Skinner was the principal from which of the following television shows? Was it
dog? I don't need multiple choice.
Okay.
That's The Simpsons.
That is correct.
Boom.
That is correct. Excellent.
Dropping the mic.
A little known fact about Mr. Denenza, I was actually not allowed to watch that show growing up. I didn't watch The Simpsons until I was a full-grown adult out of high school.
Well, like most Mr. Denenza facts, that's incredibly awkward and weird. Question number two. Question number 2. Principal Ed Rooney was the principal from which of the following movies? Is it A?
Don't need it. Don't need it either. Come on, man. That's Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Nailed it.
Bueller.
Nailed it. Yeah. Very good. Very good. All right. Coming out hot. I'm going to be honest. I'm impressed. Question number 3. George Feeney was the principal.
Oh, my goodness. Do you need to finish? That's Boy Meets World.
That is correct. 3 for 3.
Boy Meets World, right in my wheelhouse.
3 for 3.
We got to check on the difficulty of our questions.
I actually thought that one was kind of a softball. But
do you know what's crazy about that show? In the beginning of that show, Eric, the older brother, is somewhat competent.
Yeah, and he gets
cool.
dumber.
And as he gets older, he gets dumber.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, kind of like
Never
Mr.
understood
Kuhn.
it.
Kind of like Mr.
I don't
Kuhn.
think that's an accurate connection.
Progressively less cool as the show is going on.
Excellent. Not how that. No.
Number 4. What principal? Principal Richard Belding was the principal from which of the
Oh my goodness! Saved by the Bell. Come on now.
That is correct. 4 for 4. 4 for 4. In hindsight, these were probably a little too easy.
We'll see how Lamons does with it.
I mean, you have one job, right? Come up with the questions. One job.
I thought they were. I don't know. Question 5, 5th and final question. You're 4 for 4. Principal Trunchbull was the principal from which of the following movies?
Shout out to my girl Jennifer Horde and Charlie Tong, who played this character in this spring's production of Matilda. Matilda, ladies and
That is
gentlemen.
correct.
5 for 5.
Five for
Wow,
five.
No
five
multiple
for
choice. That's how
five.
8th grade gets down. We just show up, knock them down, set them up and knock them down. That's how we do. Let that man bark
Dominoes.
all he
Chung,
wants.
chung, 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 chung.
That is
Let him
correct.
bark all he wants.
That is correct. All right, Mr. Denenzo, we put you in the waiting room and we bring
Yes, sir.
Mr. Denenzo back.
But not for me.
That's what I'm talking about.
All
Wait a
right.
minute, there's a knock at my door. Hold up, hold up. Yeah, come on, come on. See, I know. Here's my backup. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Here's my better half. What you talking about? This is Fast Freddy. Oh, you, we posse deep. Let's go. Let's go. Bring it down.
First question for Dr. Lemons and Entourage. Question number 1. Principal Skinner was the principal from which of the following television shows? Is it A, South Park, B, The Simpsons, C, Saved by the Bell, or D, King of the Hill?
Principal Skinner. What? That's what I'm talking. The Simpsons.
That is correct. All right.
That's what I'm talking about. You want to? You don't. Not
Question
me.
number 2. Question number 2. Principal Ed Rooney was the principal from which of the following movies? A, Back to the Future, B, High School Musical, C, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, or D, 16 Candles?
Can you believe what? Come on, man. You know I'm gonna bring him off the shelf. Stay up there. Stay up there. What's his name?
Ed Rooney. Which movie? Back to the Future, High School Musical, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 16 Candles.
Didn't watch 16 Candles, so better not be that. That's a chick flick. Chick flick. I'm gonna go old school.
That is correct. That is
Nail
correct.
it.
2 for 2. 2 for 2. All right. Principal George Feeney was the principal from which of the following TV shows? A, The Simpsons, B, Saved by the Bell, C, Boston Public, D, Boy Meets World. George Feeney.
Give me the choices again.
The Simpsons, Saved by the Bell, Boston Public, Boy Meets World.
Well, not The Simpsons. Saved by the Bell had a weird name. Wasn't that? What's the name?
Feeney. Mr. Feeney.
So, wasn't that? I'm going to split the difference. It's a 50-50.
You're between Saved by the Bell and Boy Meets World? Is that what you're saying?
That is what I'm saying, Mr. Smiley.
Okay. What is your final answer?
Let's go. Boy Meets World.
That is correct.
Oh, man. That's test-taking skills right there. You narrowed it down.
Somebody give me some dice. I'm rolling. Ready for 3.
All right. Question number 4.
Wow.
Question number 4.
Back.
Question number 4. Principal Richard Belding was the principal from which of the following TV shows?
Really?
South Park, The Simpsons, Saved by the Bell, or Boy Meets World?
There you go. See that's his name. It's not The Simpsons. We just had that one. It can't be Boy Meets World. I think we got that one. What's the other two?
South Park or Saved by the Bell.
South Park. I don't even know if they had the principal. They just have like they never went to school or some. They had a chef, some craziness. So I got to go with the final option. What's the final choice?
Saved by the Bell.
Ding ding ding.
That is correct. I'm incredibly impressed with your test taking skills.
Yeah.
Well, so listen, it's all about the elimination because let's be honest.
It's true.
And you're showing that right now.
No gambling going on.
Fifth and final question. Dr. Lamons, Principal Trunchbull was the principal from which of the following movies? Is it A? Is it A?
I'm sorry.
So, Matilda, High School Musical, Back to the Future, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. What's your final answer?
Back to the Future.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Matilda. So we bring in.
Don't get my Matilda. Okay.
Matilda, we bring back Mr. Denenza and Mr. Kuhn. If you would you please tabulate the scores for our two contestants?
Absolutely. So Dr. Lamons had.
I don't hear him. He's not too hype right now.
He's
not too hype.
He had 4 out of 5. He scored 4 out of 5, and Mr. Denenza ended up scoring 5 out of 5.
You know what? But listen, Matilda. Really? Really?
I mean, is that the one he got wrong, Matilda?
Yeah, that's the one that took him down. He just bam.
He was the MC to the Saturday performance.
Okay, but I did not remember the name of the principal of Matilda.
For one bonus point, Dr. Lamons.
It was
one
rigged.
bonus point. What was her former profession?
Who's that?
Principal Trunchbull from Matilda. What was her former profession?
The principal.
Olympic power lifter.
Oh my God.
So
Raise that bar, baby.
You
Raise
know
that
was tilted in your direction because Matilda really, but it's all good.
I thought that was a fair question. I knew you were both there.
Listen, it's look, I'm not no sour grapes here. No sour grapes. Well done there, Denenza.
So with that,
you don't want none of me on no real questions.
with that tabulation, Mr. Denenza moves on to the semifinals. Thank you both for participating. We very appreciate it. It was the best round so far of the Penwood Challenge. Thanks very much.
Who am I playing? Who am I stacked up against in the bracket?
So in the bracket, you will actually last week, as you well know from last week's episode of the Patriot News and the Penwood Challenge, we actually had two contestants who both got the exact same score. We gave them bonus questions. They got both bonus questions. So we formed them into a combination team. So you will be facing off against the joint team of Miss Kittner and Mr. Whiteman.
Yeah, they're now Team Kitman.
Team Kitman versus Denenza.
How about Team Whitener? Team Whitener! Yeah!
They are now Team Whitener.
Yeah, so you're taking on Team Whitener.
As long as it's not Mr. Beavers, as long as it's not Mr. Beavers, I'm good.
No, Mr. Beavers will be facing off against Mr. Bones, which will be an extremely
competitive.
Extremely competitive.
I gotta go for my boy, JT
right.
Bones.
That's right. So we thank you both for your participation and stay safe. We love you guys. Thank you very much.
This is a great round.
Hey Lamons, make sure you check your mailbox. Your box of tissues should be delivered this afternoon.
Well, you know what? Haters are gonna hate. Haters gonna hate.
We might just give him a bye week.
I'm gonna show good sportsmanship. This is what we're teaching our scholars. I can lose gracefully. Well done, Warren.
I applaud both of you.
Said from an experienced loser.
Wow. Wow.
That's it for Patriot News today, Penwood. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I know that you have. We appreciate you guys stopping by and checking us out, even though things are a little bit different today. We hope that everyone is staying well and staying vigilant in protecting themselves and their family members from the COVID-19 virus. We look forward to a day when we can all come together and see each other once again and learn and grow together. I know that I am really excited about that, and I know that Mr. Kuhn is as well, and as are everyone else that works at Penwood Middle School in the William Penn School District. But until that day, we hope that you guys have a great day, an even better weekend. And as a special little added bonus for today's episode, Mr. Kuhn, tell them what they get.
We have a scholar tribute to our teachers as a way to show their appreciation and gratitude. They put together an amazing arrangement that they're going to share with all of our teachers as their gift to them, showing their thanks for the work that they've done through the school year and especially during COVID-19.
Thank you to the scholars that put this together. Thank you to Mr. Kuhn who helped organize it. And thank you to our teachers and staff members. Once again, happy Teacher Appreciation Week. We love you guys. And we look forward to seeing you guys again as soon as we can. You're what makes Penwood Middle School and the William Penn School District such a special place. So that's it. Remember, we are
Penwood proud.
I think about that day I left the ninth grade house station west of Santa Fe. We were 17, but it was sweet and it was June. Still I knew what I had to do, 'cause I just knew. Summer Sunday night, we sneak into our secret as they dimmed out all the lights. A technicolor world made out of music and machines. They called me to be on that dream. Endless fighting without a nickel from my name. Caught the bus, here I came. I could be brave or just the same. What else to sing? 'Cause maybe in that sleepy town I'll sit one day to let me down. I'll see my face and think of how he used to know me. All the land has shine. It's another day of It's another day of and it's another day of sun. I hear him every day, the remnants and the canyons that will never fade away. The silence and the falls, just like ones who came before. They say you gotta want it more. Knocking on every door, and it even when the answer's no, or when my money's running low, I just keep making me a glow. All I need is Sunday and let's sing along. Let's walk out here to come on, and that will be the thing to push him on and go, go. All the land and shine. It's another day of It's another day of and it's another day of sun. another day of sun.